Alright, I'm gonna give this one more try. And if I can get it, then too bad. Because, you know, it is what it is. I mean, after all, I didn't really want to struggle with run, but I am. So, you know, what can you do there? I really don't want to go Yukari without beating run anyway, so... I wish you had a little bit more fucking range. That would be amazing. Huh. That's an interesting way of clearing that pattern. It's interesting. I really thought that I will get run like in the first try or something. After all, this is a pretty easy extra stage, but I didn't. Clearly not. I don't know. I really had this as easily one of the easiest extra stages, but here I am struggling with it, so, you know, it is what it is. Really can't blame RNG on that one. This is the part that I hate. The stage portion that I completely hate because of these assholes that aim at you, and then you have the others that actually choose, you know, they bait and purposely not aim at you. That fucking sucks. That pattern went pretty differently from the last time. Pretty interesting. Wow, those bullets! Look at that shit, dude! Did you see that yellow bullet? Was still there on the screen. And that's something else. Hey, finally, I fucking no-missed the stage. Can you believe that? Because I can't. Why was that so hard to do? Come on, bro. Should have done that in like the second try or something. But you know, it really depends. There are a lot of extra stages that are way more memory heavy than some others, and I think that this might be one of those that is pretty memory heavy. And since it's been a while since I played this extra stage, I really don't remember most of the shit. I mean, I remember the boss fight. It's pretty hard to forget boss fights, but when it comes to stages, it's like, unless it's pretty specific, like it has a pretty iconic or specific pattern, I'm most likely gonna forget about it. And that's what just happened there. I mean, at some point my memory really can't hold everything together. Though when it comes to Touhou, what you memorize is more akin to what we can call triggers. Like, it's not like you're literally memorizing the position of every single bullet and the position of every single enemy, well, unless you are scoring or something like that. But like, if you're just normally playing for survival, usually what you do, you memorize a specific part that is easy to remember, and that part, once it happens, it triggers the rest of your brain to be like, oh, okay, this is what follow after this part, right? That's how memory in this kind of games work, because obviously it will be literally impossible for your brain to remember the position of every single bullet, every single enemy, everything. No, you just find a visual cue or a sound cue, and that just triggers the whole thing. It's like having an encrypted key. When you have the encrypted key, you don't need to know anything other than the code to de-encrypt it, right? That's what's important. Everything else just comes together after that. That's how rooting works. Yeah, I understand what you mean. I wasn't really going for that though. Yeah, like rooting, like once you move to a specific place, everything else, you know, triggers together. But I was mostly talking from strictly a memory, you know, a memory perspective. Not really gameplay perspective. I'm talking about like how the brain reacts, right? Like you see a specific thing that you have been able to remember, and then everything else was compressed in your brain. And seeing that first thing basically decompresses it, right? Because if it wasn't compressed, damn, your brain will have already been full a long time ago. Oh yeah, that's mostly how I think it works. Pretty interesting. It's always interesting to see it. I wonder if things like that is what, you know, is what scientists that study the brain cells are supposed to study. Because I have no idea, obviously. Also, Ran doesn't have a hitbox on Princess Tenko, right? That's something that I never know because I don't want to risk it, but I think she has absolutely no hitbox at all, right? Like, I don't think she has a hitbox. But you never know. I might be wrong. On. It really took a long time to fucking switch. Boom. I wonder if I can get another extend. I think I should be able to, but I'm not really that sure. Anything can happen. know that you're supposed to calculate where the bullets that go off screen come from, but Jesus, I always thought that this spell card was a bunch of bullshit. And the Yukari variant even more so. But like, yeah, it's like, come on, bro. What you want me to do? But, you know, it's not really that noticeable on the run variant. The run variant is pretty forgiving, but the Yukari one, it's something else. Alright, Shikigami Chen, show me what you got. Oh, also, that reminds me. In one of the new official mangas, Ran and Chen seem to have the spotlight, since they are the ones that are gonna be investigating the incident that is going on in the manga, right? That's pretty cool. I know that nobody gives a shit about the mangas, but I just felt like it was nice pointing it out in case anyone gave a shit. And moreover, there is a pretty interesting detail that happened in that same manga. Yukari made Orin cry. Canonically. Because she was like, your incident resolving skills fucking suck. Let the big boys handle this. And then Orin left the scene crying. Was a little bit sad, but you know, you never seen a character cry like that unless it's a complete dumbass. But Orin isn't really what I would call a complete dumbass. She's just a piece of shit as a boss, but not really what I would call a dumbass. Alright. Well, we're gonna get a high score. I wonder if we will be able to capture this one though. This is, by the way, a no bomb, no border break, in case anyone was curious. So that's great, because a lot of my no bomb runs have border breaks. I think my run no bomb had a border break somewhere along there. Well, one of it had, and the other one did, and I think that's how it went, more or less. Not exactly sure, but I think that was the point. Alright, now the question is, am I gonna get hit by the light blue bullets? Because I might. You have a pretty small hitbox compared to literally everything else. Alright, good shit. That was better than I expected, I gotta say. I mean, I gotta be honest, having 4 lives on stock, I only died to the Charming Siege and the Survival. Yeah, Isuna Bongen. I mean, it's not a hard spell. It's just that it can get pretty chaotic at the end. But other than that, it's alright. So yeah, there that goes. That extra novum actually had a higher score than my Lunatic run. But yeah, that was the extra novum with Reimu B and also no border break. So good shit.